everyone. My name is Harpreet, and I am a Ayurveda coach and also a mindset coach. And today, again, we have Kate with us, who's a relationship coach and also a mindfulness coach as well. And I'm excited about today's topic. We're going to be talking about beliefs and self-talk. If you know it or not, we all have certain beliefs and we all have a certain amount of self-talk we engage in every single day. Even though we're conscious of it or we're not conscious of it, there is so much self-talk that we engage in all day long. And some of it is intentional, and a lot of it is actually just intentional. It's just like going on in the background, in the behind our mind and our thoughts all day long. So it's like these thoughts of like, we're sitting here, say I'm sitting here right now with Kate and we're talking about this session, but in the background there's just like these thoughts of like, okay, I got to go to the bank and then I got to pick up this stuff. Oh God, why do I feel this way? I wish I had gotten more sleep last night. um I wish I was on time and I need to do this better. Hopefully I can get some better sleep tonight. Or why did I get up late this morning? And just this constant barrage of like thoughts that are going on in the background. And along with that, so once we have like so much of this self-talk that we just are constantly engaged in, or after a while, after we have certain situations that have patterns of what's happening, we tend to create these beliefs in our mind of, I'm never good at math. I have never had the right grades, or, you know what, no one ever picks me. I'm always last in everything that I do. Money is just so difficult for me. I have to work really hard at money, and other people, it's just so easy for them to make money. And it's just so difficult for me. Or love is really hard. I feel like, the right guys never want to go out with me and nobody really asks me out. So I guess there's something wrong with me. Maybe I don't look right. Maybe there's something wrong with my personality. So it's all these beliefs that we have created from our situations and circumstances. And then this constant self-talk that we engage in it's like every single moment. I mean, we're talking to people, but in the background, there's all this talk that our mind is just engaged in all the time. And once you become aware of it, it's really interesting because that's when you can try and really hone in on what we're actually telling ourselves and what our beliefs are. And then we can try and change those thoughts, beliefs, and also that self-talk so we can start creating the life that we want. Because I don't know if a lot of you guys, viewers, know, but that self-talk and those beliefs are actually creating our life. And so whatever we are seeing right now in our world has to do with what we keep telling ourselves constantly and what the kind of talk that we engage in every single day. And so hopefully today's discussion will allow you to really be more aware and mindful of the conversations that you have within yourself and how to really shift those. So there's also positive self-talk and also obviously negative self-talk. And I want to hand it over to Kate to kind of talk about how we can make that shift from those negative beliefs and that negative self-talk to actually something positive that will really help us just create the life that we want, and also really shift our mindset so that we're aware of what we constantly feed our mind. Just like we feed our body, healthy food because we want it to be healthy physically, we need to also feed our mind with healthy thoughts so that our mindset will be very healthy and positive as well.
So yeah, let's talk about positive and negative beliefs and statements that we all keep repeating to ourselves, and that's what our life consists of every day, every minute of our life, indeed. You brought up really good examples with the money beliefs and relationship beliefs. It can be about health. It can be about major areas of our lives. Today, I want to bring an example and the way how you can switch from negative to positive statement in your life. But as everything else in your life, you need to be mindful about everything. So To understand your negative belief, you need to dive deeper into why you have that belief in order to be able to switch it to positive. For example, we can take belief about money, that money come really hard and I need to work really hard for money. First, you need to understand why you believe so. Most likely you grew up in an environment where people were saying that you could see yourself, that it was hard for your parents, it was hard for your neighbors. Everyone was talking about how money is hard to get, and you have to work really hard to get money. Therefore, you grow up and you start believing in it. More you believe in it, more you prove to yourself that it is so. So maybe at this point in life, you are already in the situation where your job is really hard and you truly believe that that's the way, that's the only way for you. You need to figure out, first of all, like why. So back to the roots. Once you know that, you need to start finding the proof that it's not only way. So you would need to look up people who work not as hard as you, but they still get the money. Overall, people who can get the money easier is the people who know their purpose in this life. They are doing what they love to do and they're good at it. That's why for them, getting money is not a hard thing to do. It's just the process that they are rewarded with money energy, with abundance when they're doing something that they love to do and that they are good at. So that's a new belief. That's a new understanding that you can open up to if you have that old belief about get money is really hard. And then you start switching your like every day you need to be mindful about how you go about your day. So catch yourself on those thoughts, whether it's oh my god, another day and it's going to be so hard again for me, or oh my, I don't have enough money, and to get more it's going to be so hard for me again, I need to work extra shift and stuff. So instead of that, it's really like a turnaround of the life. Like you need to start switching who you are a little bit, because you're changing your mindset in order to change your life. So old you and old belief not going to work anymore if you want a change, if you want something easier, brighter, nicer, out of love. I want to say continue about money probably. Let's see.
I'm never able to keep money in my bank account. It's always leaving me. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it doesn't come easily or just something like that. Even if I get it, it doesn't stay. It's always out. So then it always leaves quickly, you know?
And that kind of belief comes straight from the subconscious mind. Yeah, and consciously you may know, like you may be like logically thinking that, okay, no, like money comes and money goes, and there's a budget and there's certain amount that stays, certain amount that goes, and it's obvious. But subconsciously you may have that belief and it keeps running your world basically. And that's what you end up seeing that manifests in your real life. If you want to phrase it in a different way, as to like when you want to phrase it into a positive way, the statement itself should contain mostly like only positive words. Because if you say, like, you can say, I'm abundant, I have a plenty of money, money comes to me easy, anything I do, I get money in return, something like that. Very easy, very flowing statement that there's no negative parts of it. For example, even though I work hard, I get money. Your subconscious mind will understand exactly word to word what you're saying. You will be working hard to get money. Not about money, but for example, we mentioned before about habits. If you want to quit smoking, your subconscious mind doesn't, it understands word to word. So quit smoking, you will not get rid of the smoking if you're constantly thinking about smoking, basically. It's like if you're thinking about a red car and you drive outside, you will be seeing red cars all the time. You're attracting what you think. You pay attention to it and you see that more often. If you want to get rid of smoking, you should phrase it, instead of I want to quit smoking, you would say, I would like to gain more healthy habits, or I would like to be clean and healthy with my new habits, or something like that, where it's straight up positive sentence, and your subconscious will read that, will get that what you say. But it's not that easy to just rephrase it and that's it. That's why you need to dig deeper, go into your emotions, go into your beliefs, core beliefs, like why do I believe this way? And find the reasons and find new proof that it's not the way you used to believe. You need to find people who like can prove your new belief, like people who serve their purpose and they love their life and they get a lot of money, or people who quit smoking and now they're healthy and happy. You can get those like images in your subconscious mind and that proof, and later you will start, like your belief starts switching, your core belief. Additionally to that, there should be a practice in meditation, in energy work that will help you to rewire your mind. In this case, you would go deep into meditation, and it's good to do it with a guidance, which I provide in my sessions. But the algorithm is the way that you create your negative belief, then you create your positive belief. Could be just totally opposite to negative, and then you sit in meditation and you feel that negative belief, how it feels, on your body. Where do you feel it? You pronounce it, and where do you feel it? Maybe some memory comes up. So you need to feel it, totally feel it, feel your emotions, feel where it's in your body, visualize it. If you are able to look at it, how it's going to look like, maybe it's some kind of energy, some kind of color. So and then you start working with a light. That's what I'm teaching and I'm doing myself. I work with a light, with a source, with a light that can help you to remove all the negativity, all the negative energy. And you start visualizing how that light helps you removing it. And then you create the new one and you start pronouncing it and you start feeling it. So in meditation, you would need to, like, it basically, you're working with all your fields. You're working with your physical field, with your mental, with your emotional field, and you are erasing the old negative belief, and you like adopting a new positive belief, and you need to feel it with all your fields, how it feels to believe in you. And because of that meditation, of that practice, it will be much easier. It's not just with your conscious mind you're trying to switch up your beliefs. It's a deep subconscious work that you have done, and after that it's much easier to remember that you now believe something new, and you will be even catching how you would notice how other people maybe will repeat those negative beliefs that you had, but this time you will not be like subconsciously just agreeing. You would notice it because you did your internal work, very deep work. I've done that with many beliefs, and I'm keep doing it when they come up. And it's incredible. Like, you're like awoken. You're like seeing, and you're understanding your thoughts. You're understanding why you're thinking this way, and you choosing what to think. That's like amazing power that helps you to live a really happy life.
Say you're working on a new belief and you look outside in your world, but you're still not seeing any changes. It's still the same thing. Money's still a struggle, money is still going out. I mean, how many times do you keep saying it? Do you keep writing it? Do you keep focusing on it? What is that process? And how do you really deal with what's going on, let's say in our third dimension, right? In our 3D, which is the world that we see. How do we deal with seeing something contrary to what we are trying to focus on and the new belief and reality we're trying to create?
That's why you would need to find the proof that it's either other people who live the belief that you want to have. Find it on Google, find the stories, read the books. That's why there are all these books about, even, what's that book, Grow Rich?
Think and Grow Rich.
And Grow Rich, yeah. Like this type of books, they help us to believe in things because they explain how other people gain that success. Either it's money or relationship. You can search for healthy, mindful, and beautiful relationship if you would like to create one. First, you need to know that it can exist, and how we can know it is by looking at other people, at the examples that we have around us. Focus on examples that you want to create in your life, not what you want to go from, like that you don't want in your life. So yeah, you it might take some time, of course, because those beliefs that you have subconsciously, you gain them in within also a long period of time, maybe several lives, even maybe you lived with that belief several lives before and you brought it in this lifetime. So it might take longer, it might take deeper work, journaling about it, but mostly it's your focus, it's your mindfulness. Focus on things that you want to create. Journal, find proof, why even it's truth what you believe. Like, you need to question it, and question it not once, like, why do I believe it this way? Can it be differently? Like, is it really truth? Why do I think it's the truth? Because, like, if I see it's around me right now, it doesn't mean that it's the only way. So yeah, mindfulness and um, like being mindful is about really questioning a lot in our reality to be able to create your own more beautiful one, if you
Yeah.
wish.
And if I can add also that to create a new belief, like you said, it's not going to be overnight. And but once you have that belief or that kind of knowingness that this is my new belief and I'm this person now rather than that old person, then slowly universe, God, everything just kind of shifts in order for your new belief then to be um your reality, and for whatever needs to change so that that new belief um so that you'll get proof of that new belief in your life. And so I've seen that in my world too, in my life. And so the key, I think, is to not focus on the old belief and the old self-talk, and rather, once you've made that determination or that kind of um just have that knowingness that this is who I am, this is my new person, or this is who I want to be, then just keep focusing on that. It's all about awareness and focus, and what you focus your mind on, like you said, staying mindful. And that just means like staying aware, and rather than asleep and just kind of, aimlessly thinking whatever comes up, but really intentionally focusing and having those thoughts that will actually help you rather than hinder you. And so yeah, thanks for sharing all of that. I think that was super helpful on how to shift.